Let me tell y'all something. This is my NFL mom, Stephanie Diggs, the one and only that has two sons in the NFL, baby. We're hanging out today, just having a good time. How you feeling?
I feel great. We're going to try to get this win.
And we're going to try to get a win, too. So what we going to do?
What we going to do? We're going to record ourselves, and we're going to do things.
You know what?
We're going to turn back afterwards.
It's all love, baby. So it don't matter who wins. We out here. We having a good time. Two NFL moms just hanging out, doing our thing. All right, y'all better stay tuned, baby, because this is about to be what? A vibe.
A vibe.
Yeah, a vibe.
The room reportedly went quiet the moment Stefon Diggs' mother began to speak, not because she demanded attention, but because her words carried the kind of pride that doesn't need volume. In an industry that chews up families just as fast as it creates stars, she stood firm, allegedly smiling as she reflected on raising not one, but two sons who made it to the NFL. According to those present, her voice didn't waver when she said she considers herself the luckiest mom alive, a statement that instantly began circulating online once fans caught wind of it. Trevon Diggs, Stefon Diggs, two names, two careers, one household that many now view as the blueprint for athletic greatness. But what's
All right now, happy holidays. You see it? I'll let you hold this one, all right? Happy holidays.
started as a celebration of motherhood would soon drift into far more personal territory. Fans believe the comment hit harder because it came during a moment when Stefon Diggs' life has been under intense public scrutiny. His performance on the field has remained elite, but his life off the field has become a headline magnet. Rumors, reported whispers, and viral speculation have followed him everywhere, especially since his relationship with Cardi B became public. So when his mother spoke, listeners weren't just hearing a proud parent, they were listening for clues. And when she pivoted from football to family, the internet leaned forward. An insider leaks that the conversation shifted naturally, almost casually, when someone mentioned Stefon's son with Cardi B. That's when Diggs' mother reportedly laughed softly and said something that instantly lit up social media, that the baby looks exactly like me. According to fans who reposted the moment, she didn't hesitate. No awkward pause, no media-trained deflection, just confidence. That's when you know the Diggs genes are strong, she allegedly added, a line that supporters immediately framed as both loving and telling. Within minutes, clips and quotes were everywhere, with fans dissecting every word. For many viewers, the statement felt like validation. Fans believe it confirmed what they had already been saying since the baby's birth, that Stefon Diggs is fully embraced as a father, and that Cardi B isn't just accepted, but welcomed. Diggs' mother reportedly went even further, expressing happiness about her son's relationship and pride in the family he's building. In a culture where celebrity relationships are often treated like temporary storylines, this sounded permanent, grounded, real, and that authenticity caught people off guard. But as quickly as praise rolled in, so did tension, because while some fans celebrated the Diggs family unity, others began asking uncomfortable questions. Why speak now? Why emphasize genetics, legacy, and happiness when Stefon Diggs has been accused, by fans, not facts, of leaving unresolved situations behind? The timing, fans believe, wasn't accidental. Social media timelines filled with side-by-side comparisons, Stefon Diggs smiling beside Cardi B, contrasted with older photos, captions questioning responsibility, and comments asking whether pride can coexist with controversy. Still, Diggs' mother didn't appear rattled. According to those who followed the full exchange, she maintained that her focus has always been on family, growth, and gratitude. Raising two NFL players, she reportedly said, required discipline, sacrifice, and faith. And now, watching her sons raise children of their own feels like coming full circle. That perspective resonated deeply with supporters, who argued that grandparents don't choose sides in internet debates, they choose love. Time jumped quickly online. By the next morning, fan pages had slowed the footage, replaying her words again and again. Comment sections exploded. Some fans praised her grace, calling her the real MVP. Others accused her of subtly throwing shade at critics, especially those questioning Cardi B's place in Stefon's life. But even critics admitted one thing: the confidence in her voice suggested stability, not chaos, and that detail mattered. Meanwhile, Cardi B's name trended alongside the Diggs family conversation, even though she reportedly didn't speak directly on it. Fans believe her silence was intentional. No reposts, no clapbacks, no emojis, just quiet. And in the world of celebrity drama, silence often speaks loudest. Was she letting Stefon's mother do the talking? Or was this moment meant to humanize a relationship that many still view through a scandal lens? An insider leaks that the behind-the-scenes moment marked a shift, not explosive, not dramatic, but strategic in its calm. The Diggs family, fans believe, may be reclaiming the narrative, moving it away from rumors and back toward legacy. 2 sons in the NFL, a grandson being adored, a family standing together. On paper, it sounds wholesome, but in the court of public opinion, nothing is ever that simple. As reactions continued to pour in, one question kept resurfacing across platforms. If Stefon Diggs' mother is this proud, this confident, and this vocal now, what happens when the rest of the story comes out? Because fans are convinced there's more beneath the surface, more conversations, more context, more truths waiting to be acknowledged. And if this was only the opening chapter, then the next revelation might change everything people think they know about Stefon Diggs, Cardi B, and the family standing behind them. And just as the narrative seemed to settle into warmth and pride, a new wave of speculation began quietly building, one that could challenge the picture of unity entirely and raise questions no one has answered yet. The tone shifted subtly after the initial praise settled, because once pride enters the conversation, comparison is never far behind. Fans believe as Stefon Diggs' mother continued speaking, her words were no longer just about football success or grandmotherly joy, but about stability. According to those dissecting the moment, she reportedly emphasized how important it is for children to grow up surrounded by support, routine, and love. On its own, that sounds harmless, but online, every sentence was weighed, replayed, and interpreted as either reassurance or quiet rebuttal. Within hours, timelines filled with debates. Some fans argued that Diggs' mother was intentionally grounding the narrative, pulling focus away from messy speculation and back to family values. Others believed she was subtly drawing a line, signaling which parts of Stefon's life she stands firmly behind. The phrase about the baby looking exactly like me kept resurfacing, not because of vanity, but because fans read it as ownership, legacy, bloodline, a grandmother claiming her place in the story, regardless of outside noise. As the discourse grew louder, older interviews and past family moments began resurfacing. Fans pulled clips of Stefon Diggs cheering from the stands years ago, long before fame, before contracts, before Cardi B entered the picture. The narrative began to stretch across time, painting her as a constant presence in a world where everything else changes fast. Supporters argued that her approval matters because she has seen every version of her sons, the hungry rookies, the superstars, the men navigating fatherhood under a microscope. But not everyone was convinced. Critics questioned whether pride can exist independently of accountability. Comment sections filled with remarks suggesting celebrating one child shouldn't erase responsibilities tied to others. Fans believe this tension is exactly why her comments struck such a nerve. They didn't deny controversy, they simply refused to center it, and in doing so, they forced the audience to confront an uncomfortable truth. Families often operate on a different moral timeline than the internet. An insider leaks that behind closed doors, the Diggs family has been acutely aware of public perception, but not controlled by it. According to this account, Stefon's mother has long prioritized unity over optics, choosing to focus on what she can influence rather than what she can't. That perspective allegedly informed her decision to speak warmly, not defensively. No denials, no explanations, just pride, happiness, and an unbothered confidence that suggested she knows more than she's saying. Meanwhile, fans noticed something else that felt intentional. Trevon Diggs' name was repeatedly mentioned alongside Stefon's, reinforcing the idea of balance. 2 sons, 2 careers, 2 paths, 1 foundation. Supporters believe this wasn't accidental. It reframed the conversation from individual controversy to collective achievement. In doing so, it reminded the public that before there were headlines, there was a household raising disciplined, driven kids who made it to the highest level. As days passed, reactions evolved. What began as shock softened into reflection. Some fans admitted that hearing a parent speak with pride doesn't absolve anyone, but it does humanize them. Others doubled down, arguing that grandmotherly joy shouldn't distract from unresolved questions. Still, the volume of outright hostility noticeably dipped. The story wasn't gone, but it had changed texture, less rage, more nuance. Cardi B's name continued to trend alongside the conversation, even though she reportedly didn't speak directly on it. Fans believe her silence was intentional. No reposts, no clapbacks, no emojis, just quiet. And in the world of celebrity drama, silence often speaks loudest. Was she letting Stefon's mother do the talking? Or was this moment meant to humanize a relationship that many still view through a scandal lens? An insider leaks that behind closed doors, the Diggs family has been acutely aware of public perception, but not controlled by it. According to this account, Stefon's mother has long prioritized unity over optics, choosing to focus on what she can influence rather than what she can't. That perspective allegedly